Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Pradika and I'm back with yet another nail art tutorial. So in today's video, I'm going to be recreating templates that you find on Born Pretty website. So I recently received their PR package and I have 3 different stamping plates. So I thought why not create those templates that you see on their website. So if you visit their website, you can see that this is a stamping plate that I have. And they do have certain templates that show how these patterns can be stamped. So basically I'm just going to be recreating them because I think they were not created but they were kind of like digitized. So I'm just going to be recreating 3 different nail art from 3 different stamping plates and 3 different templates. So if you want to buy any of these products, and I'm going to put a link to all these products in the description box below, they do provide free worldwide shipping. So earlier they did have a $3 shipping fee to India, but right now they have 0 shipping fee and it's totally free. So you can use a PSM10 as a coupon code to get 10% off their website. So just a few videos ago, I did hit 1000 subscribers and I'm super excited to tell you guys I'm going to be hitting 1500 subscribers really soon. So I am going to be hosting a giveaway in my next video, so do stay tuned for that. It's going to be a worldwide giveaway, so all of you guys can take part. So now without wasting more time, let's get right to the video. So for the first manicure today, I'm going to be using this translucent polish as my base. So this is actually a translucent polish and it's by Born Pretty store. So I thought why not just review this in this video. So I'm going to be using this as the base for my first manicure, and you can see on the first coat it is completely sheer. It would be amazing to create a translucent nail art, and I'm definitely going to be using this as a translucent polish itself later on. So this time for my base, I'm just going to build up this color by applying a second coat, and then I apply the third coat, and you can see it's almost opaque. And I know that the template has a slightly lighter green shade as its base, but I just wanted to review this polish in this video, so I'm going to be using this as the base. So I've applied it on all my nails for the first nail art. So the first stamping plate that I have here today is the one from Nicole Diary, and it's in the number 156. So this is kind of giving me like fall vibes. It has this maple leaf. It also has this different design, kind of like an abstract design. Then I'm going to be starting with this design as it's the one that's used on one of the nail. So this kind of has a crisscross netted design, and I've applied this on my pinky nail. So this is one of the design. It's pretty simple, but I really like how the design creates this ombre look. So the next design is just a simple one which is also present on the stamping plate. And I kind of forgot to hit the record button for this one. So the next one is some vertical lines, and it also has this splatter paint kind of a design, and I really love how this one is. So coming to the next one, we have almost the same design, but this ultimately has horizontal lines and they kind of are in a circular motion. So this is one of my favorite designs and I would want to apply this on all my nails. So coming to the last design on this template, it is this vertical reverse stamping design. So I'm just using my black stamping polish to pick this design up, and I did ruin this a little bit. I kind of shook while picking up this pattern. So you can see it's a little bit slanting. So I'm just going to be filling the center with the white polish, and then I've stamped it right at the center of my nail. So this is the final design that's present on this template, and I think I did a pretty good job by replicating this template. It looks almost similar except for the base color, and I really like how it turned out to be. So for my next manicure, I'm going to be using this really light yellow shade called as Chill Your Soul. It's actually a very chilled yellow kind of a shade, and I got this recently, so I thought why not use this as a base because it's very similar to the one that's present in the template. So I'm going to be applying a first coat of this polish, and you can see it's not sheer in the first coat and neither is it completely opaque in the first coat. So I'm just going to be applying a second coat to bring out that shade, and it's this perfect base color for most of the manicures. I absolutely love the formula that this has. So the next stamping plate that I have is by Bellavoste Swatch and it's called Sweet Fruit. So as you guys know, I've been creating fruit manicures since a while now. So I finally got a fruit stamping plate, and this also has lemons. So this particular stamping plate had 3 different templates, but I selected the one which had lemons. And I'm also going to be using this stamper from Bellavoste Swatch as well as the scraper. So this is one of my favorite scrapers because it's really flexible, and I did get these amazing brushes from Bellavoste Swatch. They're really thin and they work perfectly for freehand. So for this manicure, I'm going to be using the orange as my stamping polish for the outline of the design. So next I'm going to be using this yellow stamping polish, but this one is to fill in the lemons, and this is the only yellow that I have right now. And I do see it also needs this green polish for the leaves near the lemon. So the first design that we have here is this lemon design, and it kind of reminds me of most of the manicures I created earlier in my fruit manicure video. So the orange stamping polish works amazing and it picks up the pattern really well. So next I'm going to be using my brush as well as my yellow polish to fill in these lemons with the yellow polish. So reverse stamping does take a lot of time, but the end product is just very pretty. And I have created a reverse stamping tutorial earlier, so I'm going to be putting a link to it above as well. So once this is complete, I'm just going to be stamping it on one of my nails. So I absolutely love how this turned out. It's so pretty and just very perfect. So once I've done cleaning it up, you can see that the template kind of has this white dots all around this design. So I kind of tried to create the same thing over here. So as you know, once I'm done stamping, there were few lemons that were still present on the stamper. So instead of wasting it, I'm just going to be applying it on my thumb to create the other nail that's present on this template. So in just one reverse stamping pattern, I just created 2 different manicures on my nail. So next we have this design which is the yellow lemon, and surprisingly this yellow stamping polish did not pick the pattern very well. So sometimes some of these stamping polishes, they just do not work and I have no idea why. So this is one of them. So I'm just going to be using my brush and go over this design just to give it that opacity, and this is one of the tricks that you can definitely use. So once I'm done with this, you can see the template has this orange outline. So I'm just going to be drawing this orange outline over this design. And I did miss the part where the orange design joins at the corner. So this was slightly different, but it still looks really pretty. So the next design is just this simple lemon design, and I again used my orange stamping plate and I'm filling it up with yellow. Since one of the nail on the template is empty, I'm just going to be recreating the same design on that nail as well. So this is the one which needs the green polish for the leaf. So this one has 3 lemons as well as a few leaves. So I'm just going to be painting in yellow for the lemons and green for those leaves. So another trick over here is if you take a longer time to paint your reverse stamping design, so you need to apply a top coat before you stamp the design on your nail, else the design won't be stamped as it does not have a base to stick on. So finally, I'm going to be using my favorite top coat right now. This is by Colorfx, and you can check out the review on my Instagram, that is at cutenailat96. It's a really good fast drying top coat and I absolutely love it right now. So I really like how this turned out, and it's very similar to the template except for the color of the yellow, but I could not help it as I had just this one yellow with me right now. So for my final manicure today, I've chosen this template, and this is for the stamping plate called as Tropical Punch. And this stamping plate does have patterns that give a lot of tropical vibes. It has some flowers, some leaves, some fruits and some birds. So this template kind of revolves around the flamingo and a few leaves. So for my first design, I'm going to be using this peach pinkish nude stamping polish. and this turned out to be very similar to the one that's present on the template. And next I'm going to be using my black polish to pick up this pineapple that's present right in the center. So this is again a reverse stamping pattern. So I've used this yellow shade that is also from Bon Petit store, and I've stamped this right at the center of my nail. So this is super cute and very pretty. For my next design, I'm going to be using this green stamping polish and the leaf design. So if you see closer in the template, it does have kind of like a shadow effect, and I do not know how to create that, so I just stuck with stamping it directly on my nail, and it does look very similar to the one that's present there. So for my next design, it kind of has this darker pink shade as polka dots as a base, and then we have a design over it. So this is the next brightest pink I had right now, and I kind of used this and applied it on my nail as my base. So once I'm done with that, next we're going to be using this flamingo, which has a rose-like design on its body. And if you see closer, this design also has an ombre yellow effect over there. So I've used this light yellow shade for the outline, and I'm using this darker yellow shade at the center of the flamingo, and I've stamped it right at the center. So this is very close to the design in the template, and I'm really happy with this one as well. So next design has this weird amoeba like pattern as its base, and this turned out very similar as well. So next pattern is this flamingo along with a few leaves. So I'm using the pink to fill in the flamingo design, and then I'm going to be using the green polish to fill in the leaves, and then the entire background will be filled with white. So every time you create reverse stamping, you always need to start from the top to the bottom, if you know what I mean, and always wait for the first polish to dry before you start with the other one. So once I'm done with that, I stamped it right at the center, and it turned out very similar to the template as well. For the next design, it has 3 different leaves. So the first one is the leaf that you'd be using as a reverse stamping. So I filled it with this light green shade, and I've stamped it exactly where the template shows it. And I've also picked up the next leaf design and the third one, and I've stamped it very similar to the design that's present on the template. The only difference is that the nail over here is kind of shorter than the one that's present on the template. So the next pattern on this nail is this flower, and it also has this ombre design. So it has this darker pink on the center, and then it has a lighter pink at the edges. So I kind of did the same thing, and the shades turned out to be very similar to the one in the pattern. I was super happy with this design. It looks so beautiful. I want to create this on all my nails, frankly speaking. So finally, I'm just going to be using my top coat and applying it on all my nails. So this is my favorite manicure out of the 3, and I think it was very similar to the design on the template. And let me know what you guys think in the comment box below. If you guys like this video, then make sure to subscribe to my channel and also hit the bell icon to not miss any videos, and also give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment box below which one of these 3 were your favorite. So that's all for today's video. See you on the next one.